JamiaTV, Beacon for the Nation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's another great day to be grateful to the Creator. A new day, a new conversation. Good morning and welcome to another exciting episode of the Muslim Insight Show. My name is Zamzam Ahmed and my sign language interpreter is Rukia Mwachuo. Today, we will be talking about studying abroad. An opportunity that has become a dream for many students across Africa and around the world. Every year, many students leave their home countries to study in destinations like the USA, the UK, Canada, Australia, Europe, Asia, etc., etc. But studying abroad is not just about traveling, nor is it taking pictures to post on social media. It is a life decision. But as a student who wants to study abroad, what really is the requirement for this student to go and study abroad? What are the challenges this person is going to face while studying abroad? And rather, what are the opportunities there for students who will be studying abroad? So today we will be discussing and exploring on the opportunities, the challenges, and what students truly need to know before taking that step. And with me, I am joined by Hassan Farouk, who is the head of marketing, Imperial Education Consultant. Hassan, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing this morning?
I am very fine, and you?
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah, I'm also good. Thank you so much for honoring our invite today. And because we are talking about studying abroad, and that is what Imperial Education Consultant does. But before we even go deeper to our discussion, perhaps we can get to know a bit about Imperial Education Consultant and what it does.
Okay, thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
My name is Hassan Farouk Sabri, the head of marketing at Imperial Education Consultancy, Nairobi. Imperial Education Consultancy, it's a license and a accredited study abroad consultant, okay, from the Commission of University Education, with a panel of experienced counselors, experienced certified educators, and they empower the students, they guide the students, they assist the students to pursue their dreams, mostly in the abroad sector.
Okay.
We are a bridge, okay, of very many universities across the world, okay, for example, USA, Canada, we have Australia, UAE, literally like almost the whole world.
Wow,
so
really
these universities were a bridge whereby we assist these students to get admissions in these universities and make these students, parents, sponsors, the donors, that it's very, very accessible, and it's very easy for a student if they have dreams to pursue study abroad. Imperial Education Consultants actually actualizes it.
Okay. Now, when you talk about assisting, when you talk about helping, when you talk about guiding the students, and Imperial Education Consultancy acting as a bridge between Kenyan students and the universities, world universities abroad, what other activities, other things that Imperial Education Consultancy is doing in order to assist students who want to study abroad?
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, there are various of activities. If you come in our office at Parklands, you'll just find very busy, because we have different departments, and in that, as Imperial Education Consultants, they assist the students in visa application, helping them, okay, because you know it can be a headache when it comes to visa, but because we are a company that is well known in Kenya and all the other countries I have said and more, it's very easy for the visa applications and assistance. So any inquiries of visa application in those countries that we deal with, we help.
Okay.
Also, we have career guidance and counselors, okay, from counselors. What's a counselor is a professional who is dedicated to guide a student from what the student want, okay, from the known to unknown, whereby, for example, I'll come in Kenya, you can't do a degree most of the time if you don't have a C+ and above, okay? But you find this counselor will tell you that there's this university abroad that will make you do diploma or even a degree. You know, these are people who are in the research industry. They are very, very competent in terms of guiding these students from the scratch.
Okay.
From the scratch, building relations so that this student is like, yeah, I think I'll make a right decision through Imperial, through this counselor.
Okay.
Also, we have university selection. Now, through the guidance and counseling, because we run with budgets. Okay. Are we together? So if I come here and I tell you I have this kind of budget, this counselor will tell you, oh, in USA, you can do this. Or in Canada, you can do this. Or I want to become a doctor, or I want to become, you know, whichever profession you want to become. Imperial Education Consultants will assist you in university selection because they know the strengths, okay?
Yeah. Okay,
there are no weaknesses in all our universities, but in terms of that cause that you're looking at. Are we together?
Okay.
So university selection is also part of our niches we do in Imperial Education Consultants.
Okay.
We also have pre-departure briefing and planning because you are our baby from the beginning, okay? So we are going to go with you from visa application, from university selection, all that, even from the pre-planning, the pre-departure briefings and everything. And also through that, we have the flight bookings, we have airport pickups. You know, we are here to make people understand that it is possible, okay? Yeah, and last but not least, also accommodation arrangement. This is also a big challenge when it comes to when someone wants to go for abroad. Yeah, so these are kind of things that we do apart from the...
One very question that most people normally ask, apart from visa application, career guidance, accommodation, and everything you have talked about, is it possible for you to talk a bit about scholarships? Are there scholarships for the students who want to study abroad?
Okay. Being a company that that is a consultant actually in terms of study abroad, we are not designated to give out scholarships, okay? But sometimes because of the relations with the universities, okay, because of the maybe opportunities come, but they are not very frequent. And you find that we partner with universities that will really give us good rates.
Okay.
Are we together?
Yeah.
Like I know we are going to talk about the expo. You find the universities came prepared with some certain percentage off. Are we together? Yeah. So what I can say is it depends with your luck. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't come. But scholarships, it's not a priority in IEC. Yeah. But when you come, of course, we are going to curate whatever you feel is comfortable with you.
Wow. Wow, amazing. And through our conversation or through how you speak to me, there is something that I am realizing. Are you, by any chance, a teacher? Because every time we are conversing, you're asking me, are we together?
Are we together? Yeah,
that is a phrase that is being normally used by
yes.
teachers.
Yes, I am a teacher by profession.
Okay.
Yeah, very actively teaching, and even like today, I'm not myself because the cases results are being released, and I had students in the 2025 candidates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't worry. May Allah make them fly with, make them pass with flying colors.
Ameen, inshallah.
And to all the students that are waiting for their results to them. So let's look at something else. We have many students who are planning or have interest to study abroad. Now, when you talk about studying abroad and the local universities here, are local universities meeting the expectations of today's students?
Yes, local universities, they do, okay, to some extent.
Okay.
Okay, because for all of us, and especially for we Muslims, we should go with success stories so that we're able to actually motivate people and all that. What it's a little bit different in terms of the expectations in local universities. You find that the employability and the career, progression, it's a little bit a challenge, because you find a university teachers, for example, let's say, okay, let me not mention any university. A University A, I have 3,000 education graduates, okay? And these are the people who are supposed to go into the markets. Are we together?
Yeah.
Another University B have 3,000 education, that is teachers. Are we together? So you find that, I think I'll have to stop saying are we together.
I do understand.
Yeah,
At least you're just trying to confirm if we are together. Me and my viewers.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah,
Go
so
on.
you find there is no that preparedness in terms of career progression. There's no that preparedness. No one tells us that we'll tarmac. But you see, for the international universities, you are prepared in terms of the job market. Okay, you are given a lot of opportunities so that you are able to network, and you are able to actually just being dissolved in the job market immediately. You are done with your school, or even while you are there. Yeah, there are cases in Kenya. The study what we call them, what you get maybe job while you are working. Okay, but they are very rare. And you have been looking for a job at some point, and you understand it's very difficult in Kenya if you're still a student and you want to work given a good position. Yes or no?
They normally want years of experience, not just a year, but years.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Maybe when we talk about universities, why students don't want to study here but prefer to study abroad. Now, you've mentioned about the local universities meeting the expectation of students, of today's students. What about foreign universities? Do they offer advanced training, advanced technology and practical training?
You see, education is dynamic. Even in Kenya, the local universities, they're up to task. Okay. We personally, I am very proud of my country and what education has really taken a big stride. Are we together? But you see, the aspect is look at the resources, okay? Resource mobilization, resource allocation. You find a local university A, a public local university A, and a local public university B. You find this A has, all facilities and the resources, but you find this, and it's the same chartered public or government university. Are we together? So you find that there's a little bit of challenge in terms of resource mobilization, resource allocations, and the teaching aspects. For example, you find, I'm very sure if you were in the university, Kenya University, you were affected with strike.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is also a cause that you can just do in 3 years. Sometimes in Kenya, you can use even 5-6 years. Are we together?
Due to strike.
Personally, being a teacher, I love giving examples, practical example of yourself. I pursued education in this university in Kenya. Yeah, and education as per the admission is 4 years. But I ended up doing the course 5.5 or even 6 years.
Okay.
You're getting it?
Yeah.
So you see the study, when you study abroad or abroad universities, the timelines are specific. The timelines are intact. It's not like in Kenya. You'll be given character development through the help and whatever you get.
Okay.
Yeah, your fees, money is done. It's just chaotic a little bit, yeah.
Now, because you've talked about strikes affecting students, university students, now let me just ask a question on the same. How do they frequently affect students' academic and career plans? Now, you've mentioned about extension in time of study, okay, from 3 maybe to 4 to 5 and 6 and more. What other effect does it have on students' academic plans and career?
Okay, there's what we call motivation, okay? The student can lack motivation and will be like, for example, you find that during that time, the strike period, the student gets maybe a certain gig or a certain job and starts, you know, having money and stuff. You see, when
hustling.
the strike is off and they are back, the students like, let me try maybe defer and all that. Are you getting the motivation? Yeah. Again, we have crimes. There'll be a lot of crimes because the students will be idle. Okay. Out of those millions students, university students who are in strike, not all of them will be, for example, occupied with different gigs or jobs or whatever. So you find that crime rates will be there. You find students become truants, university students they're out there, you know, because they need, a parent will not be able to actually maneuver to support this child or this student, because remember, these are young adults. Yeah. Are we together? Yeah. So you find there'll be a lot of you know, gangs, thieves, drug abuse will be rampant because they have all the time to do that. Yeah, and also another effect of strikes we can see is that the continuity in terms of your financial budget allocation for yourself and your family. You know, me as my dad knows that by this year I'll be done, and this person hopefully will start a job and assist the household or siblings and all that. You see, so you see there's that aspect of the financial constraints and all that.
So it's all about expectations from families and all that, because if I set time that by the 3rd year you'll be done with the university, and in the 4th year you'll start working, and from there you'll start supporting the family needs. Oh, okay, I see.
Yes, yes.
Now, let me take you back a bit on earlier mentioning on the activities the Imperial Education Consultancy does to students, the visa application, the accommodation assistance, career guidance, and everything. Now, you mentioned about Imperial Education Consultancy having the different departments. You are from the marketing department. Perhaps you can talk a bit about marketing department, what it does, being the head of marketing.
Okay. So when it comes to marketing department as the head, marketing has no rocket science. I think it's just a universal kind of thing as long as the brand is out there. Yeah. So we have different things that we do. Yeah. For example, we have the social media marketing that is very, very, very active at IEC, whereby in social media we have different handles across social media platforms like the Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, and all that. Also, we do a lot of content creation, you know, trendy, because this is you understand, social media has taken a different course, and it's the real deal. So we have to be at par. Okay, we have to be at par so that our digital space is very vibrant and it's very intentional. Okay. Yeah. Also, we do a lot of partnerships and collaborations. Okay. Yeah. In partnerships and collaborations, we do is different aspects like media. Like for example, this we can say it's like a collaboration with JamiaTV, like today, so that we are able to actually bring out what IEC does. We are partnering with different events, workshops, yeah, but mostly in line with education. Okay, we are doing a lot of partnering with social media influencers. You know, this is part of the partnership and collaborations, so that they can put our brand out there and they can push our campaigns and all that. Also in our department, we do a lot of school fairs. A lot of school fairs, school visits. Yeah, because every school, they have a career department, okay? And mostly you find that they have a whole set day that, so we really tap these schools. We're able to actually contact them, and we're able to attend with, for example, like we'll talk about the expo. We have 40 plus universities coming, right? So you find that a majority of them in all our fairs, for example, a school A, a high school A, you find that they will all come. We also have websites. We run websites and run articles. We do expos. Okay, we do merchandises and branding. We also do a lot of community service responsibilities in partnership.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite a big field.
Now,
because we're talking about the different departments, I know we were supposed to have Hussein Abdul Razak here with us. He is the branch manager. Perhaps you can make a mention of the other departments that are there.
Okay. So we, at IEC, I'll talk about IEC Nairobi. In fact, by the way, we have other branches in Mombasa, and other countries, okay, like Tanzania, Zambia, Uganda, So in Nairobi, I'll talk more in Nairobi. You find that we have different departments. IEC, there is the study abroad, and we have a college. We have a college that is running, a college that has different courses. It's called IEC College of Arts, Business and Technology. This is a full department with teachers, with a principal, okay, with state-of-art classes, you know, computer labs. I'm very sure you have to come one day in our office. I am inviting you.
Inshallah.
In public. You have to come, and you will be shocked because the kind of facilities that we have at IEC College is on another level. Because, like for example, computer lab, we have 2 of them. I'm very sure most of colleges in Nairobi, they just have only 1 and people share. But our mandate is, if you come, you're not sharing a computer, the IT students and stuff. We have languages. We have Kiswahili, we have Arabic, we have Mandarin, we have Germany, and this is what is happening at the moment. We have teachers for them. We have students that are actually in session at the moment. And then we have the business now. Things to do with entrepreneurship and all that. So this is the whole department. And then now we have the study abroad. Now the study abroad is the one that kind of brought us here because of the expo and what I see, because that is the mother. Okay, that is the baby, or that is the mother. Through that, now in the study abroad, we have now the counselors. Okay, the counselors, we have the manager, we have the director, and all that.
Wow. Thank you so much. And before we take a short break, perhaps we can look at something else. We talked about scholarships here, but what about stability? Should stability be prioritized over affordability?
Yes.
Why is it so?
Because something can be affordable. Okay, like for example, you are on your abaya here. You just buy it very, very cheap. But at the end of the day, you just walk and it tears. Are you getting it? So stability has to come handy, okay, in handy, because affordability is just relative. You get it? And affordability, again, it's not abstract. Okay, because it's you can find that if I'm studying somewhere whereby I know there's no strike. I know the job market will be ready for me. I know that I'm going to have, programs. You know, that's being stable, okay? But I can go to another place. It's very affordable, but I don't know what's next, okay? I'm supposed to do a practical. The specimens are not there. Is that stable?
Not
It is
really.
not. But it's very affordable. So stability has to come in handy before affordability. So personally, I say education has no price. As long as you want to achieve your goals, you want to pursue your objective, look for stability first before the affordability.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Hassan. And with that, we are going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more. Right now that we have the new education system, is it something that is part of Imperial Education Consultants or what? So stay tuned.
JamiaTV, Beacon for the Nation.
Kiumbe dhaifu lakini jasiri,
alitunukiwa sura nzima,
sura inayompa daraja yake inavyostahiki. Sharti ajigambe, naam, na pepo ipo chini ya nyayo zake. Mpamba nyumba na nyoyo za wapendwa wake,
anayebeba majukumu yake pasina kupinga.
Mtazamaji, je, unamfahamu anayezungumziwa?
Bila ya kusahau hadhi yake na haki zake.
Ungana nami Rahma Swaleh na Sheikh Juma Amir
Tukuelimishe na kukupa mwelekeo katika maisha ya ndoa.
kwenye kipindi Dira ya Mwanamke.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
Enyi mlioamini, munapoitwa kuhudhuria swala ya Ijumaa, fanyeni haraka kuikimbilia, muache biashara zenu. Hilo ni bora ikiwa mwelewa.
Isikilizeni kwa umakinifu khutba ya Ijumaa
ili uzidi kujenga imani yako na kupata faida nyingi ya siku hii.
Coming to you every Friday from Jamia Mosque, Nairobi.
Live on JamiaTV.
Verse of the day.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
ويوم نسير الجبال وترى الأرض بارزة وحشرناهم فلم نغادر منهم أحدا وعرضوا على ربك صفا لقد جئتمونا كما خلقناكم أول مرة بل زعمتم أن لن نجعل لكم موعدا.
Pearls of Wisdom.
Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, O Allah, I take refuge in you from anxiety and sorrow, weakness and laziness, miserliness and cowardice, the burden of debts, and from being overpowered by men.
JamiaTV, kurunzi ya taifa.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back and thank you so much for keeping it at JamiaTV. This is our second segment of the Muslim Insight Show, and we are discussing about studying abroad and making the right choice. We've tackled few of some questions here, the different local universities meeting expectations of students, of today's students, if foreign universities offer more advanced technology and practical training. We've also looked at the effects strikes can cause to students' academic and career plans. Now, this time, or this second segment, we are going to look at the new education system. But I'm happy to announce that our second guest is here with us, who is Hussein Abdul Razak, the branch manager in Nairobi, Imperial Education Consultant. Hussein, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Tumesonga songa.
I can see that I was listening all through.
But alhamdulillah,
yes,
we're happy to have you here with us. Maybe we can start with you with this second segment. On earlier, I mentioned that every year, thousands of students leave their home countries to study in destinations like the USA, the UK, Australia, Asia, and other countries. Now, this interest has really grown, right? Now, what is driving the growing interest in overseas education among Kenyan students?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me once again. Well, the influx has been increasing for a couple of reasons. One of them, I could hear you guys discuss it when I was seated there, regarding you asked about affordability and stability.
Yeah.
So number one, I just want to, we're not refuting Kenyan education system is not of good quality. It's very, very good quality. In fact, it's one of the best in the world. Kenyan education system or universities produces one of the best brains globally. However, as time has moved, there's something that has been lacking. Number one, stability. Very important in everything. It might be cheap, but if it is not stable, for instance, if you're getting power or getting Wi-Fi from somebody and from somewhere, a company, and it is cheap, but it is not stable. While you're getting on this side, let's say Safaricom or whatever, I'm not promoting Safaricom, I'm just giving an example, or Starlink, whichever option, yeah? But it is a slightly expensive, but it is stable. Which one would you go for? The stable one, yeah? Because then it allows you to be able to fulfill your obligation and your duties. So one of the main reasons is the education system in the foreign universities or the universities abroad, it's stable. There's no frequent strikes. They have put measures regardless of what the situation is. For instance, can you believe that Russia and in Ukraine, that students are still going to school despite the war that is happening? Yeah. So stability is the number one reason parents are looking at, or students are looking at. If I'm to study here, yes, it's affordable. Yes, the lecturers are good. We have good universities, but the frequent strikes, then the uncertainty within the education system, especially with the transition from 844 to CBC. And then the second reason is value for money. People want that I'm paying this amount of money, but I'm getting value, especially in education. It's a very sensitive sector. It's a sector that you know you are investing in the future of your child, yeah? The third reason is advanced facilities. There's a day I was reading in an article, one of the newspapers here in Kenya, that one of the universities, which I won't mention, in the engineering class, they're still using facilities or machines that they were using in the early 2000s or the late 1990s. yeah, then how do we expect our young people to be able to match up to those who are already using machineries and technology that matches with Industry 5.0, which is the 5th Industrial Revolution? So again, advanced facilities is one of the reasons. Then the fourth reason is the guaranteed internship and attachment opportunities. While here in Kenya, most of the some of the universities help you. Most of the university will only give you a letter. You will go for hunting on your own. So you'd go hunt for the opportunities on your own. And then last but not least, job opportunities. Okay, so most of the parents and students, they look at, I am investing in my child's future, but with guaranteed part-time job opportunities or post-work placement upon graduation, even though maybe even it's a starting, it's the starting slot or etc. But those are the main reason that have been driving the numbers extremely high. Stability, value for money, internship and attachment opportunities, advanced facilities, whether you're doing medicine, you're doing engineering, technology, business, advanced business models, and then, of course, job opportunities. There are other factors, but these are some of the main reasons that have been driving. And, of course, massive scholarships are coming up in various universities, so it's making it easier for parents to, look at, if I'm paying, let's say, 150 or 200,000 here per semester, and I'm going to be paying 300 to 400,000 per semester, or 500,000 per semester, or 1 million per semester, they can be able to weigh what are the benefits, cost-benefit analysis, and it becomes easy to make that kind of a decision. Yes.
I know we talked earlier about scholarships, and as IEC, it is not a priority giving scholarships.
Yes.
But because you've mentioned about scholarships in other universities, in the outside country universities, maybe you can talk a bit about it for students to understand deeply.
Well, so we have various types of scholarships that that we help students get. IEC does not give scholarships. That's what he really meant. IEC does not give scholarships, but we have various scholarships that we get through our partner universities and also partners locally. For instance, we have universities that will give you 30%, 20 to 30% scholarship off your tuition fee. The rest you cover it yourself. The universities that will give you up to 100% scholarship based on your performance on tuition fee, but you will still have to cover for your accommodation, visa, and living expenses. And then there are government-sponsored universities. These ones we have no control over. The first two we have control over, okay? Because we are partners with the universities offering them, Excuse me. Alhamdulillah. So the second, the third option, Alhamdulillah. Excuse me, sorry. Hope it's not COVID. So the next type of scholarship that I wanted to talk about was government-sponsored scholarship. So for this, we help students apply. For instance, Turkish government scholarship application will open on the 10th of January until 20th of February. So we will help the student or the client apply, but it is at the discretion of the Turkish government. Chinese government scholarships are open to study in China. We will help the student apply, but it is upon the Chinese government to approve. There is Japanese. There is, I think there's one of the Scandinavian nations as well. So as they come out, we share the opportunities at Imperial, okay, so that those who qualify and deserve it can get them. We help them in the application process. If they get them, we are still happy because we've helped the students achieve their academic goals. So those are the kind of scholarships we have. Other than that, just know that it's always discounted prices off the tuition fee. And the good thing is most of the universities, the more you perform, you qualify for in-house scholarships. It can even go up to 75%, from 25% to 75% because of leadership, community service, volunteering. And if you're a very good student academically, then you get more scholarships within. And we do help you, by the way. So students can reach out to us. This is my performance. This is what I've been doing. Could you reach out to the university I've requested for extra scholarship? And we get them in most of the various countries. Yes.
Let me come to you, Hassan.
Yes.
We have the new education system right now in Kenya. We transitioned from the 844 now to the CBE. It was CBC, but changed to CBE. Now, as Imperial Education Consultant, does it also, or is this education system affecting its service to students?
Thank you so much for the question. The new education system, that is CBE, it came with very, very different evaluation. For 844, it was mostly summative. You get these points. But for CBE, mostly it's formative. Okay, you find I'm very sure you're familiar the meeting expectations. So sometimes you are like, which ability is good, okay, or which what does this student want, okay? Now, the effect comes in terms of the aggregation. You see, when it comes to 844, it was very easy. A certain university says we want certain points when it comes to do a certain degree and certain diploma or something. At the moment, the CBE, there's a lot of still challenges when it comes to the aggregate points, which points, and of course right now it's difficult to understand again because we have not yet transited to grade 12, because right now we're in grade 10. Okay, and the only challenge or the only transition we have is from the primary to the high school. So I think we'll cross the bridge when we reach there. By that time, I hope also the Ministry of Education will have come with clear guidance with the comparative education through the world. Different world education systems, so that they're able to actually collaborate, and we understand how someone can do this course with which points. But what I love, the beauty is to assist our counselors to know that, for example, this student is a STEM student, because right now 844, I get an A, but I don't know what I want to do. So it's very difficult to a counselor to tap on the student's interest. But you see, when they go to grade 12, God willing, inshallah, someone did sports and arts. Abdurazak being a counselor, okay, will just know it's simplified. These are the universities that he can do this and this, or she can do this and this and this. Someone else comes, social sciences, he wants to do law, or he wants to do education, or whichever, social science. It will be easier. So the current system of education will be very easy to look at university selection and career guidance. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now let me come to you, Hussein, as the branch manager. Earlier, I know we've mentioned about the effects of the lecturers' strikes on students' academic and career plans. This other one is quite a bit similar, but might be different. How does delayed graduation affect employment prospects?
All right, delayed graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very interesting question, yeah. Delayed graduation affect and employment prospects. Number one, if a course is meant to take 4 years, and ends up taking 7 years, in between, number one, there is disruption of learning.
Yeah.
Okay, when there's disruption of learning, it means there is disruption of absorption of knowledge, and also disruption of exposure to the skills that is, let's say, going for attachment internship, because most of the time when the students are on strike, they're just at home. Very few of them think of or even get the opportunity to go, let me go find someone, volunteer and gain skill sets in regards to what I want to study, okay? So delay these constant and frequent strikes, delay graduation. When they delay graduation, by the time the person graduates, let's say they've studied for 7 years, then they have to now start, looking for internship, attachment, or getting the skill set. By the time they're looking for the job and they need to get the job, becomes a bit very difficult, yeah? Number two, there are certain occupations and certain careers that they look at the fresh graduate. You understand? Yeah. So for example, if you studied, let's say at UON, and you finished within 4 years, ukamaliza haraka kufanya internship, then basically some of the companies prefer to hire such kind of graduates. But some companies do not prefer to hire certain graduates who've been staying longer in school, because some of them will not even look at it as a form of strikes. Maybe strikes is what delayed them. Some of them might look at maybe this student was having retakes, was playing a lot in school, or maybe fee issues. So that disrupted learning has disrupted, the gaining of the skills and knowledge and tools. So they're looking at this is going to be more of a difficult job than somebody who went through express. Yeah, it's like, let me give a real-time example. I like to use sports. Somebody training for athletics or football, for a football tournament or athletics. Kenyans are known for athletics, yeah? So one who's been training consistently for 4 years has got a proper, consistent fitness and is actually much more ready than somebody who's been training for 8 years but in and out. He's training 1 year, 6 months is out. Then again, 6 months, and then 3 months is out. That particular person cannot be compared with somebody who had consistently all through. They're totally different, yeah? So for me, I think that delayed graduation is one of the things that impact. However, not every negative stuff is actually going to lead to negative results. Sometimes my challenge to young students or to the students in university, whenever you are in school and there's strikes, the solution is very clear. Do not go back and sit at home and do sherehe party after party. Look for places you can volunteer relative to your career. That's the key, by the way.
Yes.
If you're doing engineering, there's strike, tafuta mechanical yard. Go to a mechanical yard, go to a company, go to industrial area, volunteer, even if it's for free, for the sake of gaining skills. Trust me, the skills you will gain within that period will be greater than somebody who just went through with full theory and then does attachment in the final, on the third and final year. So again, it's a double sword, but only when used well. Yes, you can even lobby when you're applying for a job, by the way. You understand? So you lobby. Yes, I took 7 years because of strikes, but in between those 7 years, I have 2 to 3 years of quality work experience in company A, B, C, and D. Trust me, as an employer, I will definitely prefer you because you've already had the experience, yeah. Yes.
Okay. Imperial Education Consultants,
yes.
You once said it's a one-stop center.
Yes.
Yeah. In terms of kukutafutia shule and everything, visa application, and that is what we earlier talked about, mentioned a few of the activities it does or the guidelines or the help it gives to students. Now, how do tuition, accommodation and living costs compare?
Excuse me, alhamdulillah. Well, the tuition fee compare with between Kenya or between the various countries?
Various countries.
All right. We'll start from a most affordable, being China. Most affordable tuition fee can range from $2,000 US dollars up to 20,000-30,000 US dollars. 20,000-30,000 is the premium universities, yeah. But we in China, with a budget of 3,500 US dollars in tuition fee, you should be able to get a very good university. But that's in engineering, business, IT courses. In medicine, there is from 3,500, but I would always recommend universities that are charging at least 4,500 to 5,000 USD, because the cheaper it is, then again, even if it's in English, the lecturer's English is as cheap as the price. Yeah, sorry to say that. But as much as it's $5,000 and above, then the lecturer's English is more advanced. Yeah, because in China, they consider $5,000 in tuition fee per year as something that is very pricey. Yeah, living expenses in China is quite cheap. $30,000, you live a good life. Except when you go to Beijing and Shanghai, then basically there the living expenses is around $5,000 to $7,000 per year. Okay. Now the second affordable destination, we have Cyprus, Turkey, and Malaysia. So Malaysia, for instance, it's very affordable. Tuition fee is between 4,000 USD up to 15,000 USD, except medicine, which is 18 to 22,000 USD. Okay. Living expenses in Malaysia is between 3,600, which is $300 per month, literally, up to $6,000 per year, which is $500 per month. Of course, again, depends on the child's upbringing or the choice of the people even live with $8,000 per year. Yeah. We're looking, then we go to Europe. Europe, the tuition fee is between 10,000 euros and above. You know, it depends on your budget. You can go up to 50,000 euros per semester, yeah? Not per year, sorry. The living expenses in Europe is between 12 to 15,000 euros, okay? So that basically, if somebody is coming and they want to study in a country like Germany, Ireland, Spain, they should be ready to spend at least in tuition fee 1.5 million Kenyan shillings, with living expenses ranging from 1.5 million to 2-point-something million Kenyan shillings. If you go to North America, USA and Canada, then you need at least approximately 20,000 US dollars and above. Of course, they're cheaper universities and they also offer scholarship. But most of the best universities, the good quality universities, will start from $30,000 or $35,000 and above, with living expenses ranging from $20,000 to $30,000 per year. Okay, the UK and Australia are the more expensive. So in UK, you're looking at approximately £15,000, which is literally more than 2.3 million or 2.5 million Kenyan shillings per year, with living expenses also starting from £15,000. It could go lower again up to £12,000. So that's around 2 million. So you're looking at 4 million Kenyan shillings to study in the UK. Australia, anything less than 5.5 billion is a no. Yes, even if it's a diploma, because living expenses alone is 3 million and above. And then the tuition fee will be around 2 million and above. So you're already seeing 5 million before you put miscellaneous and everything else, yeah? So that's Australia and New Zealand. So that's comparativeness. But if you're looking at, sometimes people come and look for affordability, but what they don't know is the more expensive it is, the more opportunities. UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, they're expensive, but they have more opportunities. Part-time job payment is higher than the cheaper countries, yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's basically it. Yes, there are other destinations, but I just given the overview of countries that most students prefer to go to. Oh, there is Dubai that I forgot, which is actually has really picked up, by the way. Okay. Tuition fee can range from $7,000 up to $25,000. However, living expenses is super high in Dubai. Accommodation only can cost you around $8,000 to $10,000. So it's still not expensive, because you do 10,000 plus 10,000 is $20,000. But my point is, it's growing, and the good thing is the universities in Dubai are an option that you can transfer to Australia, UK, Canada, and USA, even same as Malaysia. So for those who want affordability, then transfer to the expensive destinations. That's the pathway that I recommend for them. Start in Malaysia or Dubai, and then because you'll pay a third of the fees that you'd usually pay in UK or Australia or Canada, then you transfer. Okay. Yeah. But we still stick with stability over. Yes, stability over. The good thing is most of those universities that I've recommended, whether it's in Malaysia or Dubai, they're very stable. If they tell you 3 years, it's 3 years. Unless wewe mwenyewe upeleke mchezo yako. It's 3 years, it is 3 years. If it is 4 years, it is 4 years. Okay. Yes. Or unless, of course, God has got his own ways. Like COVID came, nobody ever expected COVID. So such kind of phenomena or wars, that those ones are uncontrollable. Yes.
Now, coming to you, Hassan, are shorter degree durations more appealing to Kenyan students?
Yeah.
Why is it so?
Yeah, it is, because that's why even the university job market in Kenya, we find there's a lot of crash programs in different universities, mostly in the private universities. Yeah, this is because of the opportunity these universities saw, that many students prefer this. Okay. Yeah, and you find that again abroad, there's a lot of the crash programs in terms of majority of degrees. Hussein can attest to that. You find that they're like 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, and in Kenyan system, majority of degrees 4 years. To some extent, like engineering is 5 years. Medicine is 6 years. Okay. So imagine you're in Kenya doing medicine, there are strikes. Okay. I have my cousin brother from a public university. He took almost 11 years to finish his medicine. Yes. Trust 11 years. Okay. And and this is a living, I don't want to say testimony, it's a living challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to add something on that, I think it's quite important that, that the current education system in the world, to understand the generation you're dealing with. It's a generation, Gen Zs and post-Gen Zs, Generation Alpha. This is a generation that the attention span is short. They want to go to the main point. See, I'm not saying our education system gave us a lot of, but the reality is gave us 844 sometimes. It was brilliant, but it gave us a lot of things that we didn't need. Yeah. So if you go to the other system, for example, IGCSE, and you find that they are focusing on key things. So key things. Yeah. Now current CBE. So if you look at universities internationally, they focus on what skill set is required by the employers and not too much theory. And for that reason, that means you need 2.5 years to 3 years. Some universities have introduced it locally. Internationally, most of the courses is 3 years. Or you find somebody doing a dual degree. For instance, there's a student we are taking to Australia. I was discussing this with her and her parent yesterday. She's going to study Bachelor of Law with cyber security in 5 years. Cyber security in itself is the most difficult technology course. Law, we all know. So in 5 years doing the dual degree. Now imagine if it was the traditional way, 4 years plus 3 years, cyber 7 years. Of course, the child will definitely tell you, after the 4 years I'm done, I just want to get a job. So they're looking at also just focusing on giving you the skills that you need, and you go to the job market.
Okay.
Yes.
Due to time, maybe as we wind up, we are expecting to get the KCSE results today, right?
Yes.
Now, these students, once they get their results, now they'll start thinking on what next, right? So as Imperial Education Consultancy, what is there? Or what are the upcoming activities that are there to ensure that you give guidance and counseling or career guidance to students? Very good.
Well, first and foremost, I wish all the best to the KCSE candidates and the IGCSE and A-level students who did their exams in September, October. Number one, IEC has set, we've opened our office at Diamond Plaza 1 Parklands for anybody who need career guidance and counseling, and also ways in which direction to take in terms of university. Number two, we are bringing you more than 40 universities from around the world. You'll be able to meet them tomorrow at Best Western Plus Premium Hotel behind Sarit Center tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come meet the universities, get to hear from the horse's mouth, and you also meet our team. You get to know the scholarship opportunities and also what it takes to be able to study abroad. There is on-spot discounts and scholarship for those who will be able to come. Number three, we have an event in Mombasa for people from Coast Region. It's going to be on the 13th of January. So at Bliss Resort, again from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. And then last but not least, we have Life After High School event, which is a program that helps students transition from high school to university. So what is covered in that particular program is career selection process. How do you select the right career? How do you select the right university? Where are the opportunities for you to get funding? What to do to keep yourself busy as you wait to join university? And then last but not least, how do you transition and adapt to life in university? So it's usually a one-day event. It's going to happen on the 31st for those in Nairobi, 31st of January at Diamond Plaza 1 Parklands. And for Mombasa, it's going to happen, inshallah, on the 24th. Basically, we'll share the venue. They can follow our social media on the 24th of January again. So for those who are interested, maybe I could share my contact, 0706 246 508. So 0706 246 508. So those are some of the things we've lined up for you. There's more, but I think that's what's most relevant. And any parent who has a child who's received the results and they need somebody to talk to, we are here for you. We have qualified counselors, psychologists, and also career counselors to help them figure out the next thing in their careers.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It was truly exciting. And with that, I think we are going to end the show up to that. Maybe to our viewers, better mark your dates. In Nairobi, it's 10th and 31st. And in Mombasa, it is 24th and 13th. So what are you waiting for? Until next time, my name is Zamzam Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.